Hi there, my name is Jen, and I am on a journey of transformation, self-discovery, and self-love, and I would love for you to join me on that journey. So come on. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Perfectly Imperfect with Jen Hills, where I share all the things that I'm doing to change my life one day, one meal, one step at a time. And I am still not back on a regular posting schedule. Summer is ending. Kids are back in school. We're navigating this pandemic that is still hanging around. We're all well. I hope you are well too. But I thought I would just jump on, that I would just take this time. Today's Labor Day in the United States, and I thought I would just use this time to kind of check in with you guys and let you know how I'm doing, and just kind of the things that I'm dealing with and I'm struggling with and where I am. So I think my last video was my 1 year video, and that was probably like, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago. So it's now like, it's been like 20 days. I am so bad with figuring out the times. I'll put the time down here, what week this is on my journey. And I've been struggling. If you're new to my channel, I lost 50 pounds in 6 months, and then I just kind of taken me 6 months to lose 20 pounds. And so I'm here today, and I am finally under 260. So this morning I stepped on the scale and I was 258.2. No, 259.8. There you go. 259.8. So right under 260, that's kind of how I'm taking this journey in 10 pound increments. So my next goal is to get down to 248. So I'm going to work hard. It's going to probably take me till Christmas to get to 249, but I'm going to try really hard. Who am I lying? I'm not going to try really hard. That's what's going on, right? I don't know if the reason my weight loss is so slow is because I am not, part of my journey, and let's rewind a little bit here. Part of my journey is allowing myself some grace, because in the past, I have either been gung-ho 100%, all in, or I have been rebellious and been like, hell no, I'm going to eat all the things. I'm going to eat whatever I want, however much I want. There are no strings on me kind of thing. I've never really been able to find some kind of happy medium where I think most health is. Most healthy people kind of live in this kind of neutral state where there are no such thing as bad foods, but everything in moderation. And so that's where I've kind of been, in this kind of neutral position, which I'm still moving forward, just very, very slowly. I'm also older, so it's completely normal probably that I'm losing at the rate that I'm losing. It's not extreme. And, I think I'm getting to be okay with that. And just moving forward very slowly, but progressively, without moving backwards. So, for the whole month of August, I was up and down in the 260s. I had a little bit of a break after my 1 year weigh-in. My husband and I went, had a romantic getaway, and we indulged in a couple things we wouldn't normally indulge in, a lot of drinking, stuff like that. And I gained 9 pounds, but then I lost it. And I really kind of struggled with these 2 pounds between 262 and 260. I was up and down. And it just was, a yo-yo, back and forth. And so finally, I finally got back down to 260, and then Aunt Flo showed up. And so she's gone. And so now we're like under 260 finally. And I can say that I want to lose 10 pounds in a month, but realistically, probably by Thanksgiving. I hope to be in the 240s. We'll see what happens. I really have to be comfortable with where I am right now. I think that is really what's going to help me in the long run, is just accepting this body as it is now. And I've come a long way. I've come a long way in a little over a year. And I hope you guys can see it in my videos. I definitely can see it in my face. You know, I still have those moments where I get a reflection of myself, where I see a picture and I'm not where I want to be. And you know, I realize I still have 100 pounds to lose. Actually, I have under 100 pounds. I have 99.8 pounds now to lose. I think because I want to be 150. So I have under 100 pounds to lose as of today, which is really exciting. So for the first time in a long time, I have under 100 pounds to lose. So that's kind of good, right? That's something to cheer about. But where was I going? Yeah, you know, and it's and I you know, I don't know why you're watching this video. Some of you, I know you're watching it because you're my cheerleaders and you love me and you're cheering me on. Some of you, maybe you're on your own journey and are dealing with some of the things I'm dealing with. But I've just got to keep going, and it's not gonna happen in a year. Well, it didn't happen in a year. I thought that I would be, you know, 230 right now, and that's not the case. You know, 260, closer to 260. So, I really can't. I think that's where I think that's where I stumble, is when I set these goals for myself and I can't reach them. Then I have those feelings of failure and defeat and self-doubt and wanting to, you know, throw in the towel and give it up. So I can't really set any goals. All I can do is take care of each day as it comes and plan for each day. And that's what I say in my intro: one meal, one step, one day at a time. That's all I really have control over, is what I'm doing next. I can't control how much I'm going to weigh at the end of September. As much as I might like to, I only can control what happens now. And by making the right choice, I don't know what to call them, good or bad, but by making choices right now, that will help determine my outcome. But there's no guarantees. You know, I can make all the right choices and still not lose any weight. I could plateau. So here we are. I just came on here to tell you guys, hey, to say that I'm still working. I'm still plugging away. Give me my new number. So it's a total of 71 something pounds, and keep moving it. Hopefully 75 is going to hit pretty soon. I think I might have a good week this week. I have a good feeling about this week. It is my birthday month. I'm going to try not to let that derail me. You know, there's something about humans where and I've said this in a couple other videos, but where everything we celebrate is with food. We went to the movies today, and the big question was, what are we going to eat at the movie theater? First of all, why do we have to eat at the movie theater? Why is that like part of our programming, part of our tradition, that there's food that we eat? Why can't we just go watch a movie without eating? But we do. We eat. There's food connected to everything. So much stuff we do are centered around food. We do it to ourselves, and it's so hard to break. I cannot even imagine telling my girls we're going to the movie and they can't get popcorn. There would be a rebellion. But I have conditioned my daughters that is what you do when you go to the movies. So I do have something exciting to share with you guys. So I am in the process of building a little capsule fall wardrobe, because all of my clothes are too big. Yay me. And so I have some hand-me-downs. I have some clothes from when I was from 2020. No, from 20. I have some clothes left. I saved some clothes from the last time I weighed this weight. So I have a couple pair of pants, and I've had some hand-me-downs. I did some shopping, and I was in Target yesterday, and I was in the women's section. So if you are not plus size, you probably don't know this, or you may be aware of this, that clothing is divided into sizes. So you have children's, juniors, and then adult women, and then plus size women. That's how a majority of clothing stores are laid out. And usually the plus size, sometimes they don't even, when I was growing up, there were very few stores that carried a plus size line, very few. I could never go with my friends to like the Gap, to Old Navy. I don't think Old Navy existed, but Target. I could never go with my friends to the stores that they would shop at because I always had to go to specialty stores like Lane Bryant, Fashion Bug, remember that one? Dress Barn. That's what. You know how fun it is when you're 14 and you have to buy your clothes at Dress Barn? Can you imagine? I was very professional looking for a 10th grader in high school. So, you know, if you've lived through that, there's a lot of baggage and a lot of emotions that come with clothes shopping. And if you've experienced that, you know what I'm talking about. So the good news is that, you know, clothing brands have become way more inclusive in the last, 10 years. Old Navy just announced they're getting rid of all their sizing. They only have one size. All their clothing is 0 to size 30 now, which is unbelievable. Like 24 was the biggest size growing up. And there was a point where I couldn't even fit in a 24 and I couldn't find clothes even at plus size stores. So the fact that Old Navy's doing that some chubby fat girl who's 16 can go to Old Navy and get the same shirt that her little skinny friend is getting is amazing. It's awesome. It's awesome to see for young girls the inclusivity of sizes. And then I've also noticed that some clothing manufacturers are very generous in their sizing. What was an extra large 10 years ago is really not an extra large today. And so people are really crazy with the numbers on clothing if they're not a certain number. And so like a size 8 really is like a 14. But it doesn't really matter as long as it fits you. It doesn't matter what the label says. Saying that, I was in Target on Sunday and I was in the women's section. Target still has plus women's, juniors, kids. I was in the women's section and I was looking at their sweaters and I can sometimes squeeze into a 2X. I wanted to see if I could fit into a 2X in Target. It's an extra, extra large. That's usually how straight sizes are too. They have extra large, extra, extra large. In the plus size, you have a 1X and a 2X, 3X, etc. So when I started, I was a 3X and plus, 26, 28, closer to 28, sometimes a 4X in Target plus size. So anyway, so I went into the women's section and I thought, hey, let me just try this cardigan on. And I held it up and I was like, I think that might be too big. Let me try an extra large. And I put that puppy on. And wouldn't you believe it? It fit. I just stood there, like my mind was blown, and I just stood there soaking it up. It's one of those things that, it's one of those non-scale victories, one of those little milestones that I have been waiting to hit, to be in what is commonly referred to as straight sizes. You have plus size and straight size, what the majority of people, I don't know why they call it that, and I hope I'm not offending anybody, but because I don't want to use the word normal, because the normal size for an American woman is a plus size. So I generally try to use, and I can't remember where I heard it. I heard on a fashion blog or another plus size influencer. Anyway, so there I was in the women's section in an extra large, not even an extra, extra large, an extra large. And it felt really good. And so I showed my husband. He was so excited. He bought it. He said, get another one. So I got another one. I got 2 cardigans that are extra large. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I did a post about it. It really is kind of mind-blowing. Now, I understand that sizing has become more generous. An extra large that I bought yesterday is not the same extra large 10 years ago. And I know for a fact because I have clothes from Target from 10 years ago that what had what did I call it? I have a gold piece of clothing, something that I bought at Target that was my goal to get into that I never quite made it into. And it was an extra large in Menorah. Remember that brand from Target? And I just tried it on. It's a medium. It's a medium. I put it on. I was like, this is not a 2X. And so it kind of shows you like the clothing size has changed. So I'm trying not to like downplay my, the fact that I'm in straight sizes for today, because it does open many doors to me. My friend said, you have so many more style options now, which is true. And I don't know if you know this, but they usually make plus sizes more expensive. So I'm going to save a little money. But also I have way more options when it comes to style and shopping. So I can go shopping with my straight size friends. We can go to the same store. Maybe not all of them are the same, but definitely there are a few out there that are notoriously size generous, is what I'll call them. So I did that on Sunday. So that was a great non-scale victory. I think the next thing that's really going to blow my mind is when I get under 200, when I get to Wonderland. That's what we call it. So we'll see. I don't know. I'd like to be in a Wonderland by, but listen, I am not making any goals like that because it's just gonna depress me when I don't hit it. So let's just work on the next 10 pounds. I'm gonna work on the next 10 pounds. Probably be back when I hit that next 10 pounds. Unless, something happens and I decide to post more. Am I doing keto? That's another question. Am I still keto? No. And it's nothing to do that I don't like keto. Right now, I'm taking a little break from keto and I'm doing calories. I'm just counting my calories, staying low calorie because I just needed a little break. And it's completely okay. I still love keto. I still think it's an amazing way of eating. I would say I still keep many of the keto practices, such as intermittent fasting. I'm not really eating bread, but I am eating some potatoes every now and then. I'm eating a little bit of rice every now and then. But I find that I have access to more variety of food, obviously, that lower calorie. So watching calories and carbs was very hard for me. But I can have, so for example, a cup of chicken noodle soup at Panera's, definitely not keto, has like 30 carbs in it, but it's 60 calories, 90 calories, a cup of soup. So I can have a cup of noodle soup for 90 calories. And I'm just trying something new. And so we'll see. Maybe I'll come back to keto. Maybe this will crash and burn. I don't know. But it definitely feels like a sustainable way for now. It's just, it's my journey. I can do what I want. And it's your journey and you can do what you want. You can stay keto. I am being very observant to see if hunger comes back and if any inflammation comes back. And so the minute I feel inflammation, I am going to, cut the carbs and get back to keto. Very low carbohydrate, definitely no sugar. Not having sugar in my daily diet. I might have a piece of cake for my birthday. I might have an alcoholic drink, but then I usually don't get, it's like cranberry juice and it's not sugar. It's not cane sugar. So here we are, saying hi to you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, catching up with me. I hope you guys are doing well. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing. I hope all of you are well. I hope whatever journey you're on, you're having success. I hope you're giving yourself some grace and some love. and allowing yourself to fall and get back up again. Until my next video, whenever that is, I want you to take care of one another, to love one another, but most importantly, to love yourself, because you are worth it. Bye-bye.